I haven't been this confused in such a long time. Hey everybody, and welcome to the next episode of my reaction series, where I take a look at the first episode or couple of episodes of a show and decide whether or not I think it's worth continuing on. This one's gonna be a little tricky to discuss because I'm just kind of blown back by how confused I am right now. The show is called Mekakucity Actors, and it is a recent one coming out this spring, and I don't know how to describe it. The main character, whose name I was never clear on, is just a shut-in guy who spent years inside his house, not needing to go out. I think he may be a symbol, or not a symbol, a metaphorical kind-of-ish character for a group. I think it's called the Hikokomori or something like that. Something similar to that. A phenomenon going on in Japan about a group of people who are just living in their homes, not participating in social life at all, really, or work life at all, stuff like that. He seems to be something along the lines of that, spending every waking moment on his computer, and he opens up an email that installs what I'm assuming is a virus on his computer, but the virus is an AI girl who just stays on his computer and does things with him and talks with him, and yeah. The intro to this episode, and therefore the entire show, the introduction scene, was about this girl who I don't think I ever saw in the rest of the episode, talking about saying, hey, this is how we met, because you obviously forgot. So confused. You meet two other characters that I'm thinking may become important eventually. They didn't seem so much in this first episode, and I don't even think I got their names. This is so hard. Why is it so hard? There is something I can talk about. It's the relationship between the main character and Ine, who is the AI girl in the computer. Seems to be very fun, especially on her side. She seems to tease him a lot because he's a shut-in. And he is very monotone, very doesn't give a crap about anything kind of person. And she's very upbeat and very lively, and I see that it's probably some sort of metaphor for people turning into these zombies who stare at the computers that are much more lively than the people staring at them. The idea seems really fun. The having an AI that you can put on your phone, take it with you, put on your computer, just chat with, having a buddy there at all times, although the character doesn't seem to think she's much of a buddy. But the idea seems fun. The only thing I can think about to talk about at all with this entire episode is the style. The style is very, very beautiful. It's very nice and, like, for lack of a better way of putting it, crisp. It looks crisp, it looks smooth, it looks very, very good. Vibrant, vibrant colors. A lot of it looked very similar to the style of the Nintendo DS game, The World Ends With You. If any of you have ever heard of that, or if not, just look it up, The World Ends With You. The style seems very similar to that, and even hinting a little bit towards the style of Persona, which I thought was really interesting. The style is very beautiful, the characters are very interesting looking, the background when they're walking looks very interesting, the sky looks very nice and weird, and that's just basically how I can sum up this entire episode, is this looks weird. It looks weird. The guy goes out for the first day in, like, I think he said 2 years, he goes out of his house. And in that one day, he becomes a hostage in a terrorist crisis. So, yeah, and somehow they managed to get out of it without ever really explaining how any of the things happened. I honestly don't know if I have anything else to say. I don't know if I'm even going to consider watching it. I both want to I want to watch it more because I'm so confused, and I'm like, maybe they'll explain something. But I need something to draw me in. Right now, the only thing drawing me in would be the style and the AI girl. Other than that, nothing else seems interesting to me. It looks kind of bland, but with a weird type of blandness. I'll probably give it another look. I'll watch the first episode again, see if I notice anything different, and then decide whether or not I'm going to continue on with the rest of it. And who knows, maybe I will keep going with it, and by the time I finish it, maybe I can do an initial impressions on it, and actually know something, because right now I'm just at a loss. It's so weird, so bizarre, so different. So those are also pretty decent things, although it doesn't always mean good. There's a chance this could fall on its face, but it's just weird and different, and I can always find it in me to just keep watching something that is weird and different. It's part of my lifestyle, and I don't know what to say about it anymore. I've said all I need to, so link will be in the description to go stream it for free and legally on Crunchyroll. So I'm gonna go and think about my life and the big questions, like, why am I here? What is existence? Why is the sky blue?
Looking a little wild.